Good morning, everybody. November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. This video is for activators and hunters, but it talks a little bit about the awards. I like to call them achievements, okay? All the achievements or awards are downloadable when you go to the awards page and you click on the award you've earned, and you can right click it, save it to your device, i.e. a phone. Uh, I'm not sure on iPhones, but on my Android I can. And or save it on a computer, and then you can print it if you select to print the different awards. One of the things when you're first brand new, it's overwhelming, is to figure out what you're getting and or. So for you new folks only, and you old timers, you'll understand this. Any activator that you go to work, if you want to see what kind of awards or achievements they've earned, go to their, type their call sign in the search, and then click on their profile, just on their profile, and it will show you all the different achievement or awards that they've earned. I'm going to give you one person, besides myself, one other person to just scroll once you get there to see all the achievements that are accessible to you. It's endless, really. KE8 Papa Zulu November. That's James Mon. Everybody knows James. If you go to click on his profile and then you start scanning down and looking at all the different achievements that he has earned, the same ones are available to you. They are. Every single achievement that he has on there, or if you look at mine that I have, is available to you. So what we're going to talk about when you first get started, the first few certificates are what we kind of call basic. You start out and you work on people, and the activators, now listen everybody, the activators are the only ones that will be generating your achievement. You do not upload a log, hunters. The activators, when they upload their log, the system will then update for you and start giving you the different awards that you can download. You work 10 different parks, you're going to get the bronze. You work 20 different parks, the silver. You work 30 different parks, the gold. You work 40 platinum. You work 50 diamond. You work 75, and you get the sapphire. Once you get to the 75, then it's going to start going by hundreds at a time. And each level of 100 is a different, beautiful image. Arizona Agrave is 100, and then there's all the way till you get to 1,000. When you hit to 1,000, your Western Prairie Fringed Orchid. Once you get that one, that's 1,000 contacts. Then it's going to go by 500s. So it's a little harder the longer you go. And I've made a list, which if you're interested in receiving the email, or if you're on Messenger and you want it sent to your Messenger, I can open it up and paste it in there for you, which will give it all on paper so you can print it. The information I'm giving you is not mine. It comes from the doc file. It comes from clicking on the words and then reading the doc file. I've tried to make it a little bit what I call user-friendly, so that you'll have an opportunity to print it if you like, to try to make a little book where you check off, I got this, etc. So once you start working for all the different parks, the more parks you work, and there's 60,000, so you won't run out of parks. You'll run out of propagation, but not parks. Once you start doing that, you'll find yourself getting addicted. Now, DX entities, when we talk DX entities, understand that Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, United States are four different entities for DX entities like DXCC. Each country is a DX entity. So if you work Canada, if you work Portugal, if you work France, if you work Germany, if you work Spain, etc., those are all individual DX entities. So you'll see is on the on the POTA page where as you're scrolling in the left-hand side, you'll see DX entities. That's what that is. It's your different countries you're working. And with the explosion of parks on the air across the country and many new countries coming on board with many new parks, you'll have to maybe adjust your sleeping habits to pick up some of those, especially if you have any beams and things of that nature to assist you. So keep that in mind. And those go up if you're looking at the DX entity little icon, they go up every 5 new countries. Every 5 new countries. There's a rover award. A rover is when you're getting in your vehicle and you're going to X number of parks in a 24-hour UTC date, not local time, guys and gals. 24-hour UTC date. So you will find that the first one is 5 different parks in a 24-hour. Is the rhino, warthog. The rhino is 10. The cheetah is 15. The ostrich is 20, and the leopard is 25, and the lion is 30. And now, if you want a challenge, I challenge you, you new folks, get ready for this. James Mon, 51. 51 parks in a 24-hour UTC date. That is called managing your travel and the amount of time on the air and how you do it. So do not say it can't be done. Yes, it can, and it has in more than once. So there, that's just a little bit about that. For you new folks, the most common thing that people look for is worked all states. And you can do this as a worked all states CW, worked all states SSB, worked all states satellite, FT8, FT4, QRP, QRO. When you're looking at the little box and it shows all the different states, you'll see that there's 51, and one of them is called the DC. It's a wild card. Let's say I need Alaska and Hawaii, and I have DC blank also, and somebody's in DC. So now that makes it 49 out of 51, okay? If I work Alaska or Hawaii, then I will get worked all states because DC is a wild card. Just so that you're not confused, it's there as a wild card to fill in for one state that you have yet to work. Okay? But our Canadian friends, there is a worked all provinces. There's 10 provinces, ladies and gentlemen, 10. And it's not as easy as you think, because if you'll take a look at a map, of the Canadian land, let's say, and the provinces, they got some tasks to do, especially in the middle of winter time. But the thing is, there's also 3 territories. The territories you do not chase. At present, there is nothing for working somebody in a territory. Only the 10 provinces. Again, CW, phone, whatever mode you want to. There's not an endorsement for it, it's just the accomplishment for you. Now, repeat offenders is this next one we're going to talk about. And again, I have this all printed, so if you want a copy of it, I'll send it to you. You message me, I'll send you an email where you can print it. I put it on Facebook. You can right click and copy the whole information there. It's for you, it's free. And I just want to try to make it easier for some of us old timers that do everything on paper. But you work an activator 20 times. Okay, you work an activator 20 times in a park. Now, you can work the activator 20 times, or you can work that park, the park number, 20 times and receive a repeat offender hunter. Okay? And the more times you work that park, now that's one time in a UTC date, so don't think you're going to call the guy 25 times during the day at the same park, because that doesn't qualify. It's one time in that particular park. But you start earning awards. The Oasis for a repeat offender the first time, a Fox Den for 40, Bear Cave for 60, Fishing Hole Award for 80, and the Eagle's Nest. Now, Eagle's Nest lead up to another award. But all of your repeat offenders are indefinite, is that the word I want to use? Infinite. The more you work, and it can go for each and every park number, individual number that you work. If you work 5 different park numbers at 100 times each, now you're getting into some special levels of the Eagle, where you're talking the park supporter. And then when you work 10, 15, 20, 25, you're going to the stalker, the prowler, the trapper, the master sports person. Those are when you are working the park numbers, not the activator, the park numbers that many times. So you can actually start working on your 5 different parks with Eagles. That's 100 different contacts at that park. And then when you get 10 different park numbers with 100 contacts, and when you get to the desire of 15 different park numbers and 20 and 25, then the challenges get a little fun. So let's talk about a couple other things that happen out here. Not repeat offenders, operator to operator. I got a chill this morning. Operator to operator is when you work me as an activator, whether you're a hunter at home or whether you're activating, okay, and you work me 50 times, you'll have earned the operator to operator, okay? If you work me 55 times, it's still operator to operator 55. But the next increment that you go up from 50 to 75 to 100 to, and it's just a continuous growth. When you as a hunter work all these different activators, all of a sudden in your awards page, you might find, especially if you'll go in and you'll go to the awards tab and the little search field, you type in OPERAT for like operator and hit the enter key, and it'll show you everybody you have worked operator to operator with and what a level 50, 100, 200, whatever that you have accomplished. And each one of those certificates, remember, right click it, download it, print it, and you're good to go. Or right click it, save it to your computer or a device. I have a lot of folks that will send our operator to operator because I really try to keep track of each one that I'm working out there person wise to make sure and let them know that we have made 50 contacts, 75, 100, whatever, because it's an achievement. Now, for you folks that are brand new, there is something that happens. It supports your park event weekends. And I've also printed this out. I'll do it verbally here. So if you're listening, the special awards or achievements, winter activator is the third full week of end of January. The winter hunter is third full weekend of January. The spring activator is third full weekend of April. The spring hunter is third full weekend of April. And the same with summer activator, both hunter and activator is the third full weekend of July. And the autumn event is for activator and hunter, the third full weekend in October. Those are additional certificates for just working one activator who made a contact with you, who uploads their logs, and you'll receive that certificate. As an activator, you will receive, when you upload your log, on that day, and receive the achievement for the Activator Award. So something to think about, little things. I talk about the 6 meter 6-pack, and that is for an activator needs 10 contacts on 6 meters. That's 10 contacts on 6 meters from 6 different parks. Did you hear that? 10 contacts on 6 meters from 6 different parks. So keep that in the back of your head. Now, repeat offender, we've talked about every 20 times that you work the park number, you can get a repeat offender as a hunter if you're activating it as an activator. And that one goes up every 20 increment. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And the 100 is the eagle. That is a good start, folks, just to get you familiar with the awards page and so forth. Some of the things that you don't realize that you're getting right away. Well, I'm going to try to do something, work with me as I do this. All right, when you go to the tab for POTA, Parks on the Air, and you're going to click on My Awards. Once you click on My Awards, okay, over on your right-hand side, you're going to see the search at the very top. The search field, you can type in OPERAT, and it's going to bring up all the operator to operators of the people that I have worked. And I have 139 operator to operator. That's what I have right now just for myself. Okay, so play around in the awards section. Really, play around in the awards section. Thank you for listening this morning and taking the time. I'm going to, I don't need this on now, uh, set this back down, but we don't do anything real fancy. We're just old man that talks about what we do in ham radio and parks on the air and the fun that we have. And you new hunters and you new activators are very important to each one of us. Don't hesitate to, again, ask for it in printed format. There is, if you wish to get the uh, information, some of what I've already presented to you in my shortcutting it, you can, when you go to the tab for Parks on the Air, scroll down to the bottom where it says parksontheair.com, click on it. It will take you to a place where you can get documentation information, and there's a section on the awards. You click on the awards, and a lot of information is there. It shows some of the images of the different types of awards. Enjoy what you do. This is the only thing that you're going to get from when you work an activator or a hunter is a form of recognition. It costs you nothing. It's free to download. Keep in mind that everything that is done with Parks on the Air is all volunteer work, all volunteer people who dedicate a lot of personal time keeping the system up and running and giving us these opportunities to play. There's guidelines. Please read the FAQ. I can't stress this enough. Most people buy a brand new radio and don't bother reading the instructions. They plug in the red to red and black to black and hook an antenna up, and they don't bother checking the SWR. I don't. People don't do that, do they? But the thing is, the same thing with what we do here in Parks on the Air. There's a lot of information that's available, is for free. Check other YouTubers out. If you hear somebody say they're on YouTube, go to their site, see what they have to offer you. If you want to do a generalized search, uh, type in Parks on the Air or type in POTA, or uh, and you will be directed to many opportunities of many different people's ideas. Thank you for listening to mine. I appreciate you. I look forward to another sunrise if it happens. November Charlie 4, X-Ray Lima, North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm not, just Dom. Until our next visit, 73s.